Have you ever been or even seen an accident? And no, I'm not talking about the time you pissed your pants. No, I'm talking about car accidents. I personally don't drive, but I've seen my fair share of car accidents. So this first story takes place in Mexico. I don't really remember where in Mexico because I was only like 5 or 4 years old, so it's not really my fault that I don't remember it that well. But I faintly remember my cousin, my brother, and I were just chilling in the back of the car with some ladies talking to us about how we're going to go to school and meet our teachers. So they're driving and we make it to a 4-way intersection. Then I notice that both the ladies are looking right at us. Then women drivers, am I right? So once we realized what had happened, we tried to get out of the car. And I remember seeing one of the ladies in the ambulance and the rest of us in the taxi. And I just remember looking out the window of the taxi and seeing all the lights passing by. Thinking back on it, this was probably one of the most dangerous accidents I've ever seen or been in. And the only thing more dangerous in this is probably the ones where you wait. This next story was like 4 or 5 years ago, I don't really remember, but this one really opened up my eyes. You see, once you play GTA for a really long time, you get numb of the feeling of car accidents happening and screamings and stuff. So this all started when I was just in my room chilling, watching some YouTube videos and shit. And my brother and my dad had to go to someplace very important. I don't really remember where, but it was important. So like where I live is like in the corner of 2 streets. And my dad was driving. And not even once have I ever seen him get into an accident. But he took this one left turn, then at first, when I heard the noise, I didn't really think too much of it. I play a lot of GTA, and this type of stuff happens every day. But then I took a second thought, and I thought, oh shit, this is real life. I run towards my window and look outside, and all I see is a messed up Honda and a messed up Jeep parked right outside my house. When you look at the cars at the car accident, it looks really bad. But luckily, nobody got hurt. And plus, they had to pay for all the damages of our car. So now every time I hear a noise outside the house, I pull out my Glock and I think, there's gotta be an explanation for that. So yeah, that's car accidents for you. I've been in 2 more car accidents, and one involved a lot of blood, and it was like crazy bad. But I feel like that needs its own video, or for a next video or some bullshit. So I guess the number one thing we learned is that you shouldn't pee your pants.